Yeah, it was a huge effort from the guys. I think Manly had 58% possession. We had a bloke in the bin. Yeah, so to be able to come here and hang in there and then the boys find a way to win, I thought, we didn't get down there very many times, but when we did, we seemed to come up with something, so that was great. But as a whole, the effort and commitment to hang in there and turn Manly away with the amount of possession we had, I thought was a big effort.
What about the rugby league now, and like the fortitude to not just turn belly up, and that you might have done in past years that shows signs of?
Oh, look, I think the boys have shown this year on numbers of occasions. We've certainly got some more experienced players in the club now that have, Aidan, for example, that have been at clubs that know how to win and know how to hang in games, and it's certainly having an effect on our younger blokes. There's certainly some of them, that weren't at their best today, but their good and bad is getting a little bit closer, which is good. But look, we certainly had some areas of our game today. We had a couple of our outside backs who come up with some really poor play 1 and 2 errors, which put us under pressure. And we've certainly got a lot of work to do without Mitchell with our kicking game as well. We didn't kick the ball very well at all. And I thought we'd worked really hard in the first half, and at 4-0, we were right on top, and then we kicked it dead twice and kicked it into their legs, and Manly got a try kick and started to get a bit of momentum, and off the back of a lot of possession, and Tapau's hard to handle, isn't he? He's powerful, and he caused us a lot of trouble, but at the end of the day, you got to find ways to turn them away, and the boys just kept turning up, and then when we got in a position, as we've done this year, now without Mitchell, someone's found a way to come up with the play. And, I thought Cogs helped get our sequences in, good ball going well, and then other times, Caelan obviously come up with a good play, which we're sort of, I suppose, we're all starting to expect him to do good things all the time, I suppose.
What were your instructions, Nathan, to Jack and to Connor, the halves before?
Oh, look, they're very different players, and Connor's number one attribute is his running game. He's taking the line on, he's like a little jack in the box, and I thought Connor did that really well. And look, Cogs, Cogs is kicking game. He needs to work on a bit, but the team needs to help him as well. Other people need to help him. But from a ball playing point of view, I thought, even though KP set the last try up, I thought Cogs' decision making in this way, a set speeded up. I thought Cogs' pass selection was really good and to help us gain momentum in those tries that we scored. And so that was really a good part of his game, which he's worked really hard at over the past few years. So, look, as a whole, to come here and win with that amount of possession against us, I think it's a remarkable achievement by the boys, and the guys deserve a lot of the credit.
Brett, first win here since 2006, so snaps at 9-down losing streak. What's its history of it? I think that will give the guys confidence.
Oh, look, I hope so. I don't think confidence is something we're lacking. I suppose coming into our first game without Mitchell and winning a close game should provide a bit of confidence. That's probably the big thing for us, I suppose. And you lose a player of Mitchell's ability, and I think everyone agree. I think he's been one of the form players in the comp to start the year. When you lose someone in those key positions, it doesn't make the game any easier for you, that's for sure. But thankfully, Cogs come in, and Cogs had some parts of his game that were good. And then as a group, we've got to have a look at our kicking game as a group, not just as Cogs. So if we can sort that out, there's no reason why we keep competing hard and keep working hard on the different parts of our game that we can't keep giving ourselves a chance.
What were your thoughts on Caelan? When do you think he's origin?
Oh, look, I'm not into telling. Kevin Walters has never told me what to do at the Knights. I'm not publicly going to tell Kevin. And the thing is Caelan's going to do it one day, and if he doesn't do it this year, I think without putting any pressure on the kid, I think we all agree that it's going to happen for him. It's as I've said before, Queensland have had between Mal and then Kevy, they've had a wonderful plan in place for a long time where they transition these blokes into Origin, and when they go in, they seem to play well and stay there. And that's a great trait of what they've done. And if they decide Caelan's ready this year, well, we'll certainly support him, 100%. That's for sure. If they decide he needs another year, well, that's the way it is. But I think everyone can see that he's a big heartbeat in our team, and all the boys love having him. And I keep saying he's a great kid. He's a better kid than he is a player.
Aidan, that play where Caelan went left, we all thought he was going to set up a field goal because he's going to run it.
Well, I think that's where those boys grew through the game. Early on it was a little bit quiet, and we sort of got lost in our sets, and then I guess when we needed them, they were a loud voice, and Cogs directed us. we speak about our formula and our sequences that we go through, and KP's told if he sees what he likes, if he likes what he sees, and get the ball and do your thing. So, you know, I think we still had one play up our sleeve there to get back to the post if we needed it, but you know, we got full confidence in him, and that's why he comes up with those plays.
What was it like the talk amongst the forwards? You were nearly out of your feet. You must have been towards the end of all that technique.
Yeah, there were periods in the game, Margie, where we were out on our feet. We looked around, and I think both sides were. We felt like we gained a bit of ascendancy, and then I think our kicking game let us down a little bit, and then they got back into it and scored off a kick. So, you know, we spoke about the fact that if we can defend well and keep ourselves in the position to win the game, then at the end there, well, we'll let KP do his thing.
Brandon, you're 5-3. I don't know where you expect to be up to 8 games, but do you, at some point, do you reassess goals for the year?
Look, we didn't set out you know, we've got a certain, I suppose, coding in place, what we're trying to play to, and it's got nothing to do with the results-driven thing. You know, we've got a trademark that we're trying to really work hard to, that the guys have put a lot of time in with Ray McLean from leading teams, you know, and that's probably what our big focus has been on. You know, we've had 8 games, we've had 6 on the road, you know, so we've had 6 away games, we've had 2 at home, and so again, I think the effort the guys have put in has been great. You know, we're far from a perfect team, we all know that, but we've got to keep working hard and keep trying to get better, because, you know, our first 8 weeks would give us a pass, but if we don't improve, our next 8 weeks won't be a pass.
When you say far from a perfect team, when you sit in the top 8 now,
Yeah.
perfection, then.
Well, I just think if you know, we've got a lot of younger players that are, you know, I think got a lot more scope for improvement in them. You know, I think, you know, and you know, we saw today when we were playing as a team, there was, you know, 4 or 5 times in the first half where we didn't work with Kalen very well at all when our runners are overrunning him. So we've got these combination things. I think, you know, Connor missed 4 or 5 weeks of playing, so he's just come back in, and obviously Cogs is a new halfback, so just through injury, you know, we've been forced to change that a bit. So a little bit of it's a bit of unluckiness, but a bit of it's work, and the other part's the defensive part. You know, it's the first time this year where 2 weeks in a row we've kept aside the 2 tries, you know, and that's obviously something that the really good sides do for a consistent period, you know. So we've got a lot of work to do, but in saying that, as I said, if you'd said after 8 weeks we're going to go through a few injury problems we have in our halves and play this many games away and be on 10 points, I think we'd all agree it's a pretty reasonable start of the year for us.
Browning, under the circumstances of everything tonight, where does that win sit in the 5 wins this year?
When you've been through it, we've been through for 2 years, Baz, they're all good. I can tell you that. So
Recent.
Yeah, they're all great. So we'll definitely enjoy them all. But look, the thing about tonight was it's the first time we've had a weighted possession against that as a club and been able to win. You know, even when the Knights, I suppose, were good in the you know, that early 2000s and 90s, a lot of it was offensively based, wasn't it? You know, so you know, it was a great result for us from that point of view. You know, the amount of times we had to turn them away, the amount of ball they had on us, and you know, Coruscant and Cherry Evans and, you know, the Trebojeviches, Tapau, you know, they're not your average sort of players, are they? They're rep players, they're high quality players who, you know, they turn up here on a Sunday afternoon, a sunny day, and they're on song, they can open sides up quite well. So it certainly rates highly on the defensive part, that's for sure.
Aidan, just after half time, you've held them out with 12 men there for the last 9 minutes of the first half, and then you concede 3 minutes in the second half. You never lost belief, obviously.
Yeah, football's a funny beast like that. You sort of put in all that effort, and then they just get you off a quick play the ball. And you know, we addressed it last week, and we grew a bit of confidence out of last week. But as I said, the effort's there, and we're confident in ourselves. If we get together and we are a connected defensive unit, then we're going to turn them away, and by the end we're going to be in a position most weeks to come away with it. You know, I think we got, as Brownie said, we got a lot of growth there, and we weren't perfect in defence. Marty Tapau had a bit of a field day against us, and for him to do that, and for us to still hold aside the 2 tries, I think you know, it's something we can take a real positive out of, and hopefully build off the back of.